The ASU Helios Decision Center for Educational Excellence is a place where we use data to understand what's happening in classrooms across the state and what happens to students when they go on to their post-secondary experiences. And we're a place that does impact projects where we try to use what we learn in the data to make an impact in our community to replicate success across this state. We saw in the data that there were places in this state where districts or classrooms were outperforming the demographics. Thus, we had to understand what are these teachers and these school districts doing that is leading to such positive post-secondary outcomes for their students.
Students these days are so busy with jobs and trying to find their balance between their passions and their school and their families. And so I find that it's really important to find that flexibility with my students and help them to achieve success wherever they're at.
So I was invited here because of the performance that my engineering students have when they come to university. I have a 4-year engineering pathway. To develop that pathway, I use my experience to create a curriculum that I think would best prepare students for the real world of work and also to prepare them to come here to ASU or any university.
The goal of the impact events is for our superstar teachers to go back to their communities and share with those who they work with how to replicate the success. What I love about the Impact Corps is this is an opportunity to focus on where excellence is happening and for us to focus on how do we share those lessons that we've learned across the state.
My hope for my time in the Impact Corps is definitely to spread some of the awareness for the resources that ASU has, to share the data that we were able to start digging into with not only my team but my administrators, with district office personnel, so that we can use the resources that ASU has the best that we can.
I try to look at the effects of my teaching based on the results of my students and modify my instruction. Well, the big thing I learned yesterday was that there's tons of data now available where we can really quickly identify problems or identify areas of need.
Every school in America has kids that are waiting to be discovered. They're waiting to be challenged, and the education doesn't cater to them. So I say to all the schools here in Arizona and in America, these kids are waiting for you. Pay attention to these kids, because these kids also have a need and they're ready to go. And if you tap into their talent, you'll be able to have better results.
The ultimate goal of this project is to help ensure that all students are successful and that we look at where we're seeing success and help amplify it and share it across the state.